0, 1. Let's get started.
Welcome to Casablanca Cargo. This is Kathy, and today I'm going to share with you how I store my junk beads, my junk jewelry jar beads, my thrifted stuff. So first off, I have these 13 by 13 cases, and this one still has a sticker on it. These are for 12 by 12 paper, scrapbook paper, but I adapted it for what I needed. This insert, this is actually some sort of organizer, but I don't remember where I got it. Usually I remember all these things, but so this is some trim that I got years ago, and it has beads on it that I can either take it off or use a trim. It's kind of heavy. And there's that. I don't know if I will put it like that, if you can see it. These are glass beads with plastic beads. And this is a broken, or one earring that came in a jewelry, I believe it was a jewelry jar I got years ago, and I don't even think it's metal. I'm not really sure. And then this is a button cover. You can see there. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but that was just a couple of things. In this section I have my brooches and more button covers. I should put that, but I'm going to put this button cover. I'll put that one in here. I've got, just one clip-on earring, just different things. This was in my last jewelry jar, or my jewelry jar that I shared online on the channel. And on Instagram. Possibly. Anyway, this is all just little bits and pieces to use. That's another button cover. Now this is another piece of trim I got. I don't know, one of the stores like Joann or something like that. And this one is again beads. Just take them off, use them. These are all things from my first jewelry jar a few years back. Okay, and I mixed in the stuff that I showed last week in with this already. But I've got, when I got the first jewelry jar, it had a lot of earrings in it, so I went through and I matched up all the ones that had a pair. I thought I saw something in here. That's from last week. Anyway, I matched up the pairs. Here's two. I think one of these is broken though. But these came in that other set. Oh, here we go. So I matched up the pairs, and then I made these little cards, out of scrapbook paper, and my logo. And it says Etsy, but I closed my Etsy shop. I put these out when I did a craft fair. I sold a set at my yard sale, which that kind of tickled me. Here's another one. Yeah, so these I'm going to put out at the craft fair. And then there's just more beads. Necklaces. This is one of my favorite necklaces that broke, so I have that in there to fix. This one's another one that broke, the suede or leather or whatever. It just, I have to fix that. Now these are beads that I made, and I have used them to make bracelets and necklaces and things. This one was on coffee stirrers, and it's just magazine pages that were cut into strips and then rolled around the hold it up there, rolled around the coffee stir stick, put on I had this knee pad that you get at the Dollar Tree for gardening, and I poked toothpicks all over it, and then I would set the coffee stirrer or the straw. These were made with straws. You can see I need to cut that down, and then I used Mod Podge to seal it in, or nail polish, and some of these I put glitter polish on them. And then these are again with the coffee stir stick, but they're just longer, and I have several of these on my my sticker organizer, Betty. If you've seen that video, I'll put a link to that. But I use them on the outside, and they're just, again, magazine cut down, rolled around, you know, cured, and then Mod Podge or nail polish. This was from one of those necklaces from last week, and I took all the beads off. So let's see, you can see that. This is a red bead that came from, this was all in one necklace. One of my, and I also have beads and that I got on clearance at Michael's and stuff, and in glass jars. Now this one, I had it all organized. This is actually I got this at the thrift store for $2. This has been a few years back, and it was to store the Cricut cartridges and the books, and the booklets in here and the cartridges in here. So I used that like that for a long time, and then my daughter found a proper Cricut cartridge binder at a thrift store, and so I just transferred all them over there. And so I thought, well, I'll just use this for jewelry. Well, it works pretty good unless you trip or the thing decides. Let's see, let me move this one off. The thing decides to fall off. It slid off onto the ground on the shelf that it was on, or box, or whatever it was on. So all of my organization is now, you know, a jumbled mess. And I have to go through and pick it up again. I have, these are two, I'm going to put these in the other box. These are two they don't have the posts on them, but these are two earrings from the 80s that came with the stuff that had all the earrings. And of course, if you saw the video, you saw a lot of this last week, and it just I haven't had the strength to come back and reorganize it. But these are all just little bits and pieces. Like this is an earring, just one of them. Still has a post, but you can snap that off with pliers and then glue that onto something. Here's those bracelets that I don't know what to do with. And here's some more of the jewelry. I was like, oh, and I will show you what I do. And then the thing, you know, just decided to go on a go off the slope. But this is I had to cut this off. It was a necklace, but it was all tangled up. You could see it in the video, and so I had to cut it. And so now I have this, but I think this would make such a great dangle on a journal. I don't know, or just hang it off of a lamp, or I don't know, something. I just love the way that looks now. And all my little seed beads that were over here are now over here. And I have to organize it. This is where the cartridges would go, and I had all my little, see, this doesn't even belong in here. I had all my little oh, woe is me, you know. Here's that coin. But these are the ones from that necklace from last week, and all I had to do was I actually just cut them off that string, kind of a wire string. And so I have all of these really unique beads now. that I can use in my art. These beads. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so when it works good, and when it doesn't, here's what happens. But you know, I didn't lose anything. I just lost my organization. But I took apart that pretty green and blue necklace, and I have these kind of drop beads. They look really pretty when the light hits them. I don't know. I have to reorganize all of this again, but I know, that's fun. Okay, so that's it for now. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.